Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamkin Spice and I talk about tools and tech for body and beauty. And today we're going to be talking about hyperpigmentation and melasma. This is kind of a problem among women and men of a higher melanin content. A lot of folks from where I'm from, which is Southeast Asia, do tend to have hyperpigmentation. And me personally, me and my family, we have hyperpigmentation around the goatee area, which is really embarrassing because it looks like I just have a mustache. It doesn't matter if I wax, it doesn't matter if I'm like sugaring, it doesn't matter if I'm shaving, it doesn't really matter because I will have this goatee around my mouth. And it's just really uncomfortable to be in public. A lot of times when I'm applying makeup, sometimes I will try to color correct, but it doesn't matter because that area around my mouth will just look so ashy because I have hyperpigmentation. Today, I'm going to be telling you what I did to correct my hyperpigmentation to be able to achieve results like these. It's important to understand that there's a lot of home remedies out there for hyperpigmentation and melasma. I have tried a lot of those home remedies. I have tried lemon and honey. I have tried lentils. I have tried, scrubbing the area, like dry brushing. I have tried using SPF 50, SPF 80 sunblock. But the problem for me was the melanin was being overproduced in those areas. And because it was in that goatee area, I really do believe that the cause of my hyperpigmentation was hormonal. And it was probably due to many, many years of being on birth control. I needed to figure out how to stop the overproduction of melanin. So finally what I did was I decided to go see a doctor. Of course, right? You would think I went to go see a doctor to begin with, but I really didn't. I showed him kind of like the areas on my face where I was suffering from hyperpigmentation, and his recommendation for me was to get started right away on a hydroquinone solution. I was prescribed, and this is the key word, you guys will have to get a prescription. This is not stuff you can get OTC. I also wanted to tell you, I have tried hydroquinone already and AHA creams from Amazon. I've had the non-prescription over-the-counter level treatments and none of them made any difference for me. This time, on the other hand, with the prescription level hydroquinone, I did see a difference, and it took me about 2 months to be able to completely eliminate the hyperpigmentation that I had around my goatee area, my mouth area. My creams were from Z Center for Cosmetic Health, and the doctor I'm going to is Dr. Michael Zeta. He's located in Sherman Oaks, California. I'll link him in my description, but I got 2 prescriptions, and these are called brightening pads. So this one contains 6% hydroquinone, and this one contains 10% hydroquinone. Anything above 2%, I believe, is prescription strength, and 2% does nothing. So 6% is what I use on my face because it's a little less harsh, and 10% is what I actually use for a little bit of hyperpigmentation that I have on my body. So the area that I have excess hyperpigmentation is the same area that a lot of folks do, is my elbows, my knees, and right at the bottom of my butt where I sit. So it just happens to be a little bit darker than the rest of my body. How did I use it? I was actually instructed to use my face hyperpigmentation hydroquinone cream once a day, every other day for the first couple of weeks to see how my skin reacts. And honestly, I had zero reaction to my skin, so I started using it every day. Basically, after I shower at night, I would go grab my nighttime routine is basically do my hydroquinone brightening pad, and then I also do my Latisse after I take my shower at night before I go to bed. So it's kind of like a very consistent routine that I've been following for 6 months. Since my hyperpigmentation is pretty much gone, I'm not doing this every day anymore. I'm actually doing this twice a week just to maintain my results. But the problem I've noticed is after I stopped using it as often as I was before, I started noticing just a little bit coming back on my mustache area. So I'm actually gonna go back and start using it almost every day again. Let's talk about cost, because it's always important to know how much money you're gonna be spending walking into this. This container has 60 pads, which is for 60 days, 2 months of use, is $160. That's a lot of sixes. And for me, one bottle got me to my results, and this is kind of my maintenance bottle. And as far as the 10%, I only started using it a couple months ago, but so far so good. My body hyperpigmentation is taking a lot longer to resolve than my face hyperpigmentation did, but I'm not really concerned with it because my whole issue was I didn't want to look like I had a goatee walking around like, hey, look how feminine I am. Oh yeah, here's my goatee. If you guys are in the SoCal area, I really do recommend Dr. Michael Zeta. He's really awesome. But I do think you can get this type of prescription at any dermatologist or any cosmetic med spa type of center that has a resident doctor. So I would recommend just calling around and seeing if someone can do it. $160 is what I paid for 2 months of treatment. So use that as kind of like your median price. See if they're going to charge a little bit more or a little bit less. I want to let you know the 10% hydroquinone brightening pad that I got was the same price. So it's $160 whether it's 6% or whether it's 10%. A higher percent doesn't guarantee you a better result. A higher percent, on the other hand, could potentially cause side effects. What are the side effects? So the side effects can be redness, swelling, itchiness, and burning of the area. If you're experiencing those type of side effects, you should discontinue use and talk to your doctor because that may be too high of a prescription strength for you. Some of the aftercare tips is once you start using these hydroquinone treatments, you really need to start staying out of the sun and utilizing a minimum SPF 50 sunblock. And one of the things I learned from Z Center was that sunblock SPF, no matter what the SPF is, think about it as how many minutes is it going to last, because sunblock really needs to be reapplied every 2 hours, which I had no idea until I started talking to like real skin people. So if you're using hydroquinone or doing any skin brightening, you need to be using sunblock. And on top of that, wearing a mask during this time period, the situation we're going through, has actually helped me with my hyperpigmentation because it was right around this goatee area. I would apply my brightening pad in this area and then I will just put the mask on over it. So that area actually is very protected from the sun. So I didn't get any sun contact at all. So it really helped speed up the process of my coming out of melasma and coming out of hyperpigmentation. I am using this also in my under eye area because I do have kind of like a little bit of darkening in this area because I used to have tear troughs. And before I got my fillers done under my eyes, the actual trough, the dip that was right here under my eyes, basically had light bouncing off of my skin and focusing in on that dip to cause like an area of hyperpigmentation, and that was more from over sun exposure. So I'm working on getting that lightened as well. I have a lot of pretty good results so far, but my under eye has been taking a lot longer than my upper lip, and I think it's because I have to take one of these pads and like roll it up and try to make it touch my eye. So let me show you what it actually looks like. So this is 6% for the face. And the pads look like this. And I take one pad and I wipe it around my mouth, wipe it around my mouth, wipe it around my bottom, a little bit under each eye, and then I throw it out afterwards. It smells kind of weird. It smells a little bit like onion to me. And it's interesting because other hydroquinone products I've used also have smelled kind of like onion. So I don't know, maybe rubbing onion on your face could potentially be an answer too, but I'm not a doctor. Don't take my advice and do any of that. That's pretty much my hyperpigmentation routine. Summary: I started applying SPF 50 or greater every single day, even when I don't leave the house. Look at how huge my windows are. Light is coming in. UV light is what's going to cause the melanin production in your skin, and you need to have sunblock to be able to combat that. 2, every time I go out, I was wearing a mask, so that reduced my sun exposure to the hyperpigmented area more, so that it had time to resolve its hyperpigmentation problem. 3, I used a 6% hydroquinone brightening pad from Z Center every single day for 2 months before I saw results. So a combination of all of these things is what gave me this result, and I'm really hoping that this is something that you guys can achieve as well. So call your dermatologist, call your doctor, talk to them about hydroquinone 6%. They can prescribe from 6 to 12%. I'm using 10% on my elbows, knees, and bum, and I'm using 6% on my face. So I hope this really helps you guys on your journey to resolve your hyperpigmentation and melasma. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this video was of some sort of value to you. I want to be able to continue to create really good content for you guys, so it would really help me if you hit that like button because it helps my algorithm. It's free. And please hit subscribe because I'm committing. I'm going to post at least one video every week for 2021. So I've got some really great upcoming topics. I'm going to talk about my Nexplanon on birth control. Whoa, that was a big shake. I'm going to talk about my Nexplanon on birth control. I'm going to talk about why my hair is so long and luscious. I'm going to talk about Brazilian butt lift. I'll talk about a lot of things. And if you're interested in some of the other tools and tech for body and beauty posts that I've made, please check out my other videos and this playlist here as well. So thank you guys again for watching. Stay beautiful, and I will see you in the next video. Like and subscribe.